Dear students, in this video we are going to learn about resonance in AC circuit with LCR. I hope you know about resonance as we have learned the term resonance in class 11. Whenever the natural frequency of a body is equal to the frequency applied, then the body is said to be in resonance. Best example, whenever the soldiers are going to move from one place to another place, they used to travel through march past. So whenever there is a bridge, the soldiers are supposed to dam the march and walk normally, because if the frequency of the march past is equal to the frequency of the bridge may vibrate and collapse. That's the reason they are supposed to walk whenever there is a bridge on their way. So how can we say resonance in AC circuit with LCR combination? When XL is equal to XC, that is omega L is equal to 1 by omega C, the phase difference, that is tan phi, is equal to 0, or phi is 0 degree. That means the resultant EMF and the current will be in the same direction. And the impedance Z is equal to root over R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square becomes minimum, because omega L is equal to 1 by omega C, so that this term becomes 0. So root over R square, which is nothing but R. So the impedance will become very less, that is the minimum value. So whenever the impedance become minimum, the current will be maximum. So that maximum current is nothing but E by R, that is resultant EMF by R, that is the impedance value. That is, the impedance offered by the circuit is minimum and the current is maximum. This condition is called resonance condition of LCR circuit, and the frequency is called resonant frequency. So at which frequency the impedance is minimum and the current is maximum in LCR combination, it is taken as resonance here. At resonant, angular frequency is omega R. That means omega R into L is equal to 1 by omega R into C. So from this you can find the expression for omega R, that is the angular resonant frequency, as 1 by root over LC, as omega equal to 2 pi f, so Fr equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC. Resonant curve and Q factor. So how can I represent this resonance for LCR? Now I am going to take the angular frequency along x-axis, maximum current or the current along y-axis. So that is a parabola. So there are two resistors are there, one is R1, another one is R2. This is R3. So here if you can consider R1 less than R2 less than R3, that means R3 is having more resistance and R1 is having less resistance. Less the resistance, more the current. So the peak will be high. This is a sharp one. So at this particular point, the current is maximum, which is taken as I0 max. And the frequency is called resonant frequency, which is taken as omega R. Now this is called I0 max by root 2, where you have two different frequencies on either side of resonance. That is omega R minus delta omega and omega R plus delta omega. This is called as bandwidth, which is nothing but 2 delta omega. So omega R plus delta omega minus omega R minus delta omega is nothing but 2 delta omega, which is called as bandwidth. So bandwidth is equal to 2 delta omega. So quality factor is defined as the ratio of resonant frequency to the bandwidth. So Q is equal to omega R divided by 2 delta omega. It can also be defined as the ratio of potential drop across either the inductance or the capacitance to the potential drop across the resistance. That is, simply we can say Q equal to VL by VR or VC by VR also. So Q equal to omega R into L by R, because BL is nothing but what? Omega R into L into I. Omega VR is nothing but what? I into R. So I gets cancelled in the numerator and denominator. So you're going to have inductive reactance by resistance. In the same way, Q equal to 1 by omega R into C into R. Power in AC circuit with LCR combination. We know that EMF E equal to E naught sin omega t, I equal to I naught sin omega t plus phi, where phi is the phase difference between EMF and current. Instantaneous power is nothing but E into I, because we have learned the definition of power in electricity as VI. Here what is V? EMF, so E into I. Now substitute the values of E and I in this expression. You're going to have the expression E naught I naught sin square omega t cos phi plus sin omega t cos omega t into cos phi. If the instantaneous power is assumed to be constant for an infinitesimally small time dt, then work done is dW equal to E naught I naught into sin square omega t cos phi plus sin omega t cos omega t into cos phi. Work done over a complete cycle. So if you want to find the total work done in the complete cycle, you're going to have work done W equal to integral 0 to t E naught I naught sin square omega t cos phi plus sin omega t cos omega t cos phi into dt. So if you are going to integrate, you're going to have the expression like this. So the average power is nothing but work done by time. So P average is equal to E naught I naught by 2 into cos phi, or P average is equal to E naught by root 2 into I naught by root 2 into cos phi, which is nothing but cos phi is nothing but R by Z, which is equal to R by root over R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square, which is called power factor. So average power is nothing but EV into IV into cos phi. So the average power is equal to EV into IV into cos phi. Power in AC circuit with R. That means whenever an AC source is connected with respect to a pure resistor, how the power will be. In R, current and EMF are in phase. That means the phase difference is equal to 0 degree, which we have learnt previously. So if you substitute, cos 0 is nothing but 1. So P average equal to EV IV. So maximum power will be there across resistor. Power in AC circuit with L, that is inductor. In L, current lags behind EMF by pi by 2. So as the current is going to lag, the value of phi is nothing but minus pi by 2. So if you substitute the value, cos of minus theta is nothing but cos theta alone, but cos pi by 2 is nothing but 0. So the average power will be equal to 0. Power in AC circuit with C. Even in capacitor also, the current leads the voltage or EMF by an amount pi by 2. So if you substitute the value, again cos pi becomes 0. So the average power across a capacitor is also equal to 0. So maximum power is present across a resistor, whereas the average power across inductor and capacitor is equal to 0. Wattless current or ideal current. So that is the resultant voltage or EMF, that is the current, and this is the phase difference between resultant EMF and current, that is IV cos phi. That means if you take the projection of current along EV, that is IV cos phi, and the separation is 90, that is IV sin phi. That means you are going to resolve the IV into two components, one along EV, another one perpendicular to EV. The component IV cos phi generates power with EV. So this is the factor which is responsible for power. However, the component IV sin phi does not contribute to power along EV, and hence power generated is equal to 0. This component of current is called wattless or ideal current. So as the average power is equal to 0, the current is nothing but ideal current. So P equal to EV IV sin phi into cos 90, which is equal to 0. Power is not dissipated in inductor and capacitor, and hence they find a lot of practical applications and in devices using alternating current.